Very good. Welcome to the Welcome. My name's Dr. Matthew Pictionary. I'm the Assistant Director at the Australian Institute for Science and Technology based in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And the purpose of this video is because, well, we're starting the new semester. And so I want to extend the warmest welcome to our re-enrolling students and also, of course, to our new students. In this short video, I'm going to introduce you to the Australian Institute for Science and Technology, or AIST for short, and to discuss with you some of the important aspects of studying successfully in a blended learning environment. Alright, AIST was established first in 2016, and in 2018 we had our first intake of students. It's a very exciting time for us, and we're very, very appreciative of our students helping us to grow and being part of this amazing journey. It's an amazing journey for us at AIST, but also for Cambodia, I believe, and higher education. Yes, it's a very exciting time to be working in this field, in this sector, and trying to extend quality higher education to students who may work full-time, for example, and cannot always study as they wish. Our bachelor's and master's programs are now fully functional, and it's great to get such positive feedback from our students about how they're coping with what is really a very challenging thing to do at any time, at any stage in life. Studying higher education is a challenge, but even more so when you're studying in this sort of blended learning, online learning environment. Hopefully, some of the tips, the techniques, the strategies that I will introduce to you today in this welcome video might help you navigate this environment a little bit more successfully. Alright, that's enough for the welcome. Let's get started and let's have a look at some of the background story to AIST. Interestingly, one of the first questions many people ask us is, where are we? Why is that interesting? Because primarily we are an online learning institute, but we do have a home, and our home campus is located in the Sensok district of Phnom Penh. We are very close to Aeon Mall too, for example, and many buses from the city centre terminate close to the campus. Come and visit us, please. In the next few slides, I'll give you a tour of our campus. You're very welcome to come and visit us at the AIST Sensok campus. Here, our friendly and professional staff can answer your inquiries and guide you through the enrolment process. We have very committed and experienced senior management. The founder of AIST, Dr. Sokran Kun, is a very well-studied academic in both Cambodia and Australia, and he is supported by, again, a very experienced leadership team. Alongside our very modern administrative facilities, we of course have very state-of-the-art recording facilities, something you would expect for a tertiary training institute that specializes in online learning. Our state-of-the-art recording facilities ensure a state-of-the-art product. And like all important learning institutes, we have our own tree of knowledge. This tree stands in the back part of the campus at Sensok. It was unfortunately damaged by someone for some reason, and over the last 12 months or so, our wonderful staff at the Sensok campus have, in a sense, adopted this as our tree of knowledge, and using very traditional techniques such as packing clay around the cut in the bark of the tree and binding it. Well, our tree of knowledge is now flourishing, just as our students will also flourish. I feel very, very privileged to be working with the Australian Institute for Science and Technology in Cambodia. From time to time, I have had the great joy of travelling to different places in Cambodia, and look forward to travelling more and exploring this wonderful country. Here I am in Prey Veng and also in Kampot, but primarily at work at the Sensok campus in Phnom Penh, working with our fantastic team who are completely committed to your educational success. In the next part of this presentation, I want to take you through some of the procedures and processes in terms of studying at AIST online. Now look, just like any study experience, at the beginning, whether it's an online study or a blended or distance education or traditional face-to-face, there's always going to be that period of uncertainty. I remember starting at university as an undergraduate, and of course it always takes maybe 2 weeks to become familiar with the environment, with all of the services, the lecture rooms, those sorts of things. Well, look, my friends, it's no different in an online learning environment. It will certainly take you some time to explore, to work out how you access your teaching and learning resources, the people you should turn to for help. That's natural, that's normal. So my main advice is, don't become impatient. Reach out to our IT support team. Reach out to me if you are one of my students. I'm very, very happy to help guide you through what can be, as in any teaching and learning context that's new, a challenging and slightly uncomfortable experience at first. But I can guarantee you, as so many of our students have done already, they quickly learn what we say in English, learn the ropes, learn how to navigate this new learning environment. And it's not too difficult. Where do we start? Well, we start with the homepage of AIST, and as you see on the right hand side on the menu bar, student portal, you will be given a sign in, a login, and you simply click on the student portal, and that opens the door to this exciting new world of education. Once you've signed in via My Study Centre username and password, you are then taken to the next stage of the interface, where your primary subjects for the year and semester of your study will be presented. Next, it's a very straightforward process. You will click on one of the subjects and a list of what we might call chapters appears. Yes, for each of the subjects, sometimes 12 chapters, sometimes 16 chapters. Your task then is simply to click on the link for each of these chapters, or what I might call lectures or lessons, and then you will have the option to play the video or simply to look at the PowerPoint. Please keep in mind there will always be additional materials. Yes, so it's not just the video or PowerPoint lecture. There will be tutorials, yes, exercises, as well as supplementary readings and videos to watch. It's no different from any other higher education experience. Primarily, there's the lecture, in this case, a recorded video lecture, and that is supported by these additional tasks such as tutorial exercises, readings, and some videos. Okay, so far so good, I hope. Yes, most of us now are very familiar with how to operate online resources such as this. It's very much a process of starting out at the website, the homepage, through the student portal, which again is like a door to your learning. You've got the key, yes, you've got the sign-in and the password. You come into the learning room, the lecture hall as it were, and then you simply work through each of the subjects, each of the chapters or the lectures, keeping in mind those additional materials, please. There will be always something other than just the recorded lecture. Some exercises, some readings, again, no different from what you may have already experienced in another higher education learning context. Okay, and then we get to the fun stuff. This is why everybody really likes to study. It's so that you can complete assessments. Yes, so the assessments will mostly be conducted again online via the interface, and there will be in most subjects some quizzes, multiple choice questions, true, false, as well as longer sort of written tasks. All right, again, if you have any questions about how to manage the assessment side of your study, well, what do? You simply contact us. There are probably three main reasons why students find study, not just in an online context, study in general in higher education, why they find it difficult. One, they don't do the preparation in terms of finding out how the system works. Two, they don't actually ask for help when they need help. Yes, they, in a sense, suffer in silence. All right, we don't want you to suffer, and we don't want you to suffer in silence. We have a very, very good team of support who will, again, do whatever they can to make this learning experience with AIST not just successful, but smooth and, well, perhaps even enjoyable. Now, the third reason why, and this particularly applies to study online, students are not methodical. Their time management practices are poor, all right? And in some ways, that's probably the key to success. Be organized, be systematic, be methodical. Please set aside times during the week for specific tasks related to your learning. If you can do this, I can almost guarantee you will be successful in our programs. Good. Well, that's a brief introduction, and most importantly, simply extending out the hand of welcome to you, our new students, our re-enrolling students. I know Dr. Sokran Kuhn, our Chief Executive Officer, is absolutely thrilled to have you working with us, sailing together on this wonderful boat, this ship of educational exploration. All right, onwards to the future, people. Again, from me, Dr. Matthew Piscineri, I'm also thrilled to not only be working with my students in my subjects, but helping to manage, helping to sail this fantastic ship forwards.